Marcus, please.
Yeah, Coach, good morning. Alberto, good morning. I have a question for Alberto first. Alberto, after 3 losses in a row, FC Goa won the first match against East Bengal. So how much has that victory changed the mood within the dressing room?
Mood. Okay. Well, it's true that we were waiting for this winning for a long time ago, but the team is always with confidence, and we're always looking for the winnings. And I think that the team is always in the same mood, always confidence. We are with the will to try harder every day, and it's just one more day that we need to keep going and look forward for the next match and next 3 points.
Personally, are you happy with the 2 goals that you scored in the last game? Because you scored just 1 in the previous season.
Yeah. I'm always happy to help the team. It's just I'm here for that, for helping my teammates, my team, and happy because we won. That's it.
Okay. All the best for the match tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Alberto. Any questions? You can raise your hands. Yes, Satik.
Hello, Coach. Your opponents, Bengaluru FC, have lost their previous 2 matches. So, do you think that FC Goa will be the favorites in this match?
I think in this league, no exists favorites. Everybody watch the games. Also because the games are crazy. You can watch the results, 6-4, 3-4. I think it's not exist favorite. Most important is in our focus. In my point of view, the most important for me is the players are thinking in his job, working like a team, like the last game, because it was a pleasure when you are a coach and you can see the players are working hard. This is the most important for me, and I'm thinking like this: favorites or not favorites. Trust me, in this moment it's very difficult.
Coach, I have one more thing to ask. Can I get a bit details about Brandon's injury, like what kind of injury it is and how much time will it take for him to recover? The fans really want to know about this.
Yeah, I know, but this injury was in national team 1 month ago. The process of recovery is very difficult because more or less is the same injury than the last season. And then they are working with doctors, we're working with physios. Of course, we wait him because it's important player for us, but it's difficult to tell you about when he's ready. It's very, very difficult. Day by day, we are talking, of course, with physios, we are talking with doctor, the rest of the teammates, and also the coach only to support him about mental health. But it's very difficult to tell you about when he is ready to help the team.
Thank you, Coach. All the best for tomorrow's match.
Srivat.
Hi, Coach. Coach, we saw shaky defensive display against SC East Bengal in last match. So how are you approaching the match against Bengaluru? Because Bengaluru are good in pressing and they constantly pressurize opponents' defense to make mistakes. How are you approaching tomorrow's match?
Tomorrow, we'll see. We'll see. Of course, we prepare one plan. We prepare also in offensive, in defensive, and we'll see what happens. I think in this moment, the game, the most important is the players be confident in the pitch. They keep calm with the ball. In possessional attack, try to find the space and also put attention in transitions. I think if we have these 3 details, we put attention in these 3 details, we have success, sure.
Thank you, Coach. Any more questions? Yes, Marcus.
Coach, in the last match, you used a 3-5-2 formation with 3 at the back, which FC Goa had not tried before. What compelled you to actually try this formation, and do you think this is a better formation for you going forward?
This is questions is also for the players. The players, I think, when they are in the pitch, the most important is they are in good confidence. You know, the system. If you can talk about the system, to be honest, it's not the realistic. Because when we are in build up, we can use. Also, you have example here, Alberto, or Edu, or Glan, between center backs. You know, it's the most important is in build up. Sometimes number 6, number 8, number 10 help in build up. The most important for us is in build up to try to find a space, and also if in case lose the ball and exists transition, exists one player to immediately press and to close the spaces for the opponent. This is why we decide this system. But I think, repeat, the most important is where is the ball, where is the opponent. At the end, the players are confident with ball and without ball. This is the most important for them.
Coach, is Iram available tomorrow? Because he missed the last 2 matches.
We'll see. We'll see. We are waiting. Yesterday, some exercise joined with the team, but today he has a test, and we hope, because also his injury is a difficult injury. You know, it's near to the groin.
Okay.
Well, this season we have unlucky with the injuries. No, also like Iram, Redeem, Brandon. We have some strange injuries in muscles, you know, but we wait.
Thanks, Coach.
Any other questions? Coach, I have received some questions on mail. I'm going to read them out. This is a question for both the coach and the player. The floodgates seem to have opened in the ISL season. Why do you think we are seeing so many goals all of a sudden in this competition? Both the coach and Alberto.
It's difficult to explain because, you know, the goals, the results. Maybe it's a difficult answer. I think maybe because exists problems in transitions, maybe because we lose the concentration focus, maybe because the set pieces offensive, they are working so hard, the people, and set pieces offensive, and they have success. There are a lot of reasons. Of course, no exists one reason, and exists more goals considered, or I think it's exists a lot of reasons. The players are confident. Sometimes you change the line defense, or it's difficult to tell you. Of course, I'm thinking in my team. Of course, I know about my team what is the problems, but for the rest of the teams, it's difficult to tell you why.
Alberto, do you want to add anything to this?
The coach said that we don't know. We need to focus on ourselves, try to improve that, because we don't want to concede that amount of goals. But I don't have the answer to tell you anything, because I don't know. I really don't know.
This is a question to Alberto. FC Goa recently changed in formations. How difficult is it to adapt to the new formation in such a quick amount of time, because the time between games in the ISL is very less? Alberto.
Yeah, sometimes it's difficult, but like the coach said, that for us the most important is not the formation; it's more about it's more about the confidence, because we believe that we need to cover spaces. You know, we don't focus. We don't stay very focused in the formation, because we use the movement and the spaces just to take our advantage. You know, from the other teams, and it doesn't matter. You know, we think that we go inside the pitch and we know more or less that we will want, and I think that like the coach said, that the formation is not always it doesn't matter, because we move, and sometimes we finish the action in 4-4-2, other time in 3-5. I don't know. So for us, it's like we try to play like we know, moving the balls and this kind of the plays, and we don't really focus too much time in that the things.
Got it. Question to the coach. You changed the defense to a back three, yet you still considered 3 goals. Are you worried about the defense?
No, all the time explain the same. Defense in attack, the responsibility is the all the team, or the head coach, but the responsibility is for everybody. We decide to press all the team. We decide to close line the pass all the team. We decide to work in defense all the team and also in attack. It's I think it's no exist only for the 3 backs or the center backs or the right backs or left backs or the Tiras or Navin or Critic, our goalkeepers. No. The responsibility is for everybody. Of course, maybe we need to put attention in some details because we need to work in our style. The most important is the press. When the press is not good, we have some problems in coordination in press, then it's difficult for the line defense, But no, the responsibility is for firstly for me, of course, and then for all the players.
Thank you, coach. This is the last question, and this is to Alberto. Alberto, the majority of goals last season were scored by players in the forward position. How important is it for midfielders to chip in with goals for FC Goa to find success this year?
Yeah, like the coach said that all the attack is not just for the forward players; it's for all the team. That we need to, help the team to score more goals, and doesn't matter where you're playing. That in the last match I scored 2 goals, but doesn't matter. We are here to help the team wherever they need, and that's it. We need to attack together and defend together. That's the key.
Thanks, Alberto.
Hello, coach. Coach, can you give a fitness update on Prince Ibarra? What's the situation right now?
Prince Ibarra is testing right now, but 100% we don't know. We have tomorrow morning again a training session, and we will see how his adductors are reacting. And then we know he can be in the squad or not. The same is for Udanta, and same is for Iman, and the same is for King.
Okay. Sandeep, do you have a question? I think Sandeep's having a bit of technical difficulty. Ashim, Sudarshan, questions?
Yeah, I can go. Coach, in the last match, until Prince Ibarra was there, you had a definite plan, and you seem to be on the right track, and things sort of.
Coach, you've watched Hyderabad play a few matches already. They've played one lesser than us, but we have the same number of points. You watched the game against Mumbai as well, where they came out to the win. What is your assessment of them, and what do you expect from them going into tomorrow's match?
There was now 2 questions of 2 kind of persons, but I make the last question now first, the Hyderabad questions. I think it will be a difficult game because Hyderabad did well against Mumbai. I saw all games of Hyderabad, of course, as a coach. They are a mix of good youngster who played in the under-23 as well, and a good experienced player, also foreign player. One part is also one who knows how we want to play, and that is the part. They want to play football. They have good transition. They have quick players, experienced player like Ojigbe in front, good heading player with set pieces. It's a good team. I think one of the better teams in the league. And it's be a really tough game. But I think when we start, we play like a Mumbai game. We are on the right way. And to make Hyderabad the game as well difficult against us.
Sorry, I've just been told Sudarshan was asking a question when I interrupted him. Sudarshan, please go ahead.
That's fine. Yeah. Thanks. Hi, Coach. I just wanted to ask you what your assessment was of the last game, because in the post-match interview you did mention about a few individual mistakes. So, what has been your assessment of that and your approach going into this game?
yeah, again against Mumbai, I think was the best game what we did because we developed our how I say our style, how we want to play is to get the ball as soon as possible back. That's we did. Yeah, we press very high and we get the ball very good and fast. The counter pressing was very good in the last game as well. What I asked the player to do it better, to come fast as possible behind the defense line. That's we did also. We create also from the beginning on chances. Mumbai didn't play in the first half at all, and only with long balls and not how they can do it with quality in the midfield. They had no chance to play forward, like in very good organized style, only with long balls. That's why we did it very well. What I'm not really happy about the Mumbai game, it's the set pieces and the defending part, because when you see the first goal, what we get and the penalty, we could defend better. Like Goodwin can take the ball better, I think, already in the air before it goes to Alan's hands. The second goal was a free kick of Paul that we discussed already before and analyzing, and that we defend not well because also we had a change of Prince Ibarra. Prince went out, and he was taking charge of Paul, and the player who was taking over, he didn't defend well. It was too much space to him, and that's his quality. For last season, he scored a lot of goals, and it was the problem. That's why we get the second goal. And that was one of the key points. And also, we missed now 2 penalties. It means we are missing minimum 4 points of these 2 penalties, because I think when you go against Mumbai 2-1 in advance and how we played in the first half, it gets difficult for Mumbai to come back, and I think that's really triggers a really important situation for us, also to have positive result, because when you have 4 points more, Odisha game we lost 3-1 because we missed the penalty. Now again we lost 3-1 because of losing the penalty. I think that's an important game because we can talk about how we play. We play good, really. When you see every game now, we play better and better and better because we are playing games. In the preseason, when you don't have enough games because of the really big break in India, you see you play really good, and then you're on the top on the table. That's this. But these 4 points we are missing. That's why we are not on the top on the table. That's why we need to be better in this situation, shooting penalty, and also defend better, because also we need to have a clean sheet as well. We consider too easy 2 goals, and that's killing our style of game.
All right, we have a couple of questions from Sandeep. Sandeep says the first half against Mumbai was good. Can we expect a similar type of football tomorrow? Also, how difficult is it to maintain that rhythm for 90 minutes?
I think it was not only 90 minutes, not only 45 minutes. I think in the second half as well. After the 2-1, I agree. Mumbai get more space. After 60, 70 minutes, they had better ball position because we give them more and more space. But I hope we go the same intensity in the game, and we try to get early as possible the ball. We want to play football, and this is the key point also for Hyderabad. Of course, that we play every 3 days. I think nobody do this in the world football. Yeah, to play every 2 and 3 days. I think it's also not good for nobody. No team is deserved to play like this, and also to have high quality with less mistakes, with less injury. It's getting difficult in this kind of system. Yeah, but we are in India. We need to adapt to this system, but it's not good for the football at all.
Coach, the second part of Sandeep's question is: Juanan was a big player for Bengaluru FC. How is he looking to playing? How are you looking to playing against him? And do you give Hyderabad FC some kind? Do you think he'll give Hyderabad FC some kind of idea how Bengaluru FC wants to play?
He knows 100% how he wants to play. He was with me working in March till the summer, till the FC Cup in Male. He knows how we want to play. Of course, he's a great player with a great history of BFC. He give a lot of value to the BFC team, but still in the end last season he was also missing the team, and the team ended in the end position 7. Was not really good season, and yeah, but we know his good things, but also we know his weakness. That's also one advantage. Maybe we know. In the end, we need to play our style. We'll tell everything what we do. He knows our player as well. He knows also our weak points. But in the end, shows the game. When they start tomorrow evening, we need to be really better than the opponent. And one can give a lot of points. But we have enough quality also to beat them. This is, of course, sure.
All right, Anantajit, you have a question. Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, I hope I'm audible.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay. Hello, coach. So I just wanted to, like you've already reflected on, it hasn't been the best start after 4 games. But do you think some of these results that have been like the losses and the draw, do you think it's better that these are coming early on in the season so that you can make up for the mistakes as the season progresses, especially with you playing games every 2-3 days?
First of all, it was not a bad start. Also, not for me, it was not a bad start. We can make some things better. That's I think. Yeah, when we score the penalties, we talk about already different situation. Maybe we have 4 or 6 points more. Yeah, because it's a important situation in the football. For example, when you see the game Mumbai against Etike, when the referee decide to make 2 mistakes, one offside goal and one hand goal, decide the game, and then you cannot talk it was a bad start or a good start. That's influence the game, and also for us was influenced the penalty. For the game, I think very important part, especially when you play against Mumbai, you go 2-1 in advantage, and how we play, how we invest a lot, you can win the game in the end. That means already you have a different situation, and then we don't talk about the bad starting. I'm more a person, you can start off details, not good things, and details, good things. Okay, we can defend better. That's I agree. Was not good defending how we played in the last game. The 2 situations where we conceded the first and the second and third goal as well. That's we need to improve. But when you see the game of all, I think the opponent has very less chances in all 3 game or 4 games we had right now. When I see in the league, there are much more chances during the game in all teams. That we give the opponent not many chances against us. Now the problem is the less chances they have, they score goals. This is our problem, and we need to work better to have a clean sheet. I think that is one part that's very important for the game against Hyderabad, to have a clean sheet, 100%.
All right, do we have any more questions? All right, thank you so much, coach, for joining us. Thank you to everybody else as well.
Can I do something more, because I need to inform you also. One player, when he went out of the bubble, Satak, he has a family issue and he will not join the next months with us. Maybe he cannot play anymore this season. Because now he went already twice out. He has 16 days already quarantine after we arrived here, because there's some illness in the family, and now he went again out. This means he's not available for the next games till maybe January, February, or in the end of the season. You see, the bubble makes difficult to help the family, and in the end, the teams are suffering, I think. But sometimes there's more important than football is the life of the family. That is more important.